Welcome to Heart, Cat and Soul, a podcast designed to unravel the mysteries of the feline world on a physical, emotional, and energetic level. You are more than capable of connecting with your cat, but the hassle and bustle of life and the noise in our minds don't always let us truly listen. My name is Amaya Spindola, and I invite you to join me on this journey created for you to unlock the full potential of your relationship with your cat. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Heart, Cat and Soul. I hope this episode doesn't make you sneeze. No, just kidding. If you're enjoying the podcast so far, please don't forget to follow, leave a review, or share it with your friends. Today we are diving into a topic that's truly close to my heart and affects many of you who are listening. Cat allergies. Yay! I felt them, I had them, but not anymore. So listen up and hear how the story ends. Now, allergies are not just a medical issue. They have a lot of depth to them. They involve the body, the mind, and yes, even our emotions. So let's start with a little bit of science. What's the science behind allergies? So the main cause of a cat allergy is a protein called FeLD1. It's found in the cat's saliva, skin, and even urine and feces, not in the fur itself. When cats groom themselves, they spread this protein around, and as their skin sheds, it becomes airborne. This is how it enters our bodies and causes that reaction that we don't like. So before you run out and search for hypoallergenic breeds, I want to clarify something. There is no breed that it's truly allergy free. Each individual, each cat, produces different levels of FeLD1. So if you are set on adopting a cat, the key is finding a specific cat that doesn't trigger your allergies severely. Adoption is always a wonderful option. I don't want to be biased, but adopt. But if you are going to purchase, make sure it's a well thought out decision. And again, adoption is great. So, okay, if you want to adopt, but you're not sure if you're gonna be allergic to the cat or how it's going to go, maybe there is a good technique and thing that I'm going to share with you in a moment about how to test your sensitivity. If you ever walked into a shelter and felt your allergies kick in immediately, you know the feeling. Itchy eyes, runny nose, sneezing, right? And this can be very discouraging. But here's a tip. If there's a cat you're interested in that, it caught your heart and you want to, share their life forever and be also romantic, before you take it home and see if this is going to be a problem for you in the future, just bring a towel to that shelter, rub the cat gently, please, rub it on the cat that you selected. Then bring the towel home and sleep with it for a few nights. If you don't experience any allergic reaction, that cat might be suitable for you. If you're still unsure, you can repeat the process as many times as you want. But this is a good way to know if you're going to be allergic to that particular cat. Okay? Because sometimes when you go to a shelter, there's a lot of possibilities that you're going to be allergic to some of them. But it doesn't mean, true love can still happen. And the same thing goes if you're going to purchase one. Just go to the cattery and do the same process just to be sure. It's a good way to get that idea on, that check in your checklist. So, okay, once you, if you want to do something else, let's say you are not allergic, but then you want another cat or you just simply want to fix your allergies to cats because you love them so much, which I totally understand. There are things you can do, holistic approaches you can do to minimize exposure to those allergens. Like, for example, it's very holistic what I'm going to say, ventilating your house frequently and cleaning with non-toxic products. And when I say non-toxic products, I'm sure you're gonna find, some post on Facebook and Instagram sharing which ones are good or bad. But just the most natural ones. My favorite ones are vinegar and bicarbonate. So simple. Just keep it simple. But that will help because everything that can irritate your mucose, it can damage and promote the allergy to surface. But let's go beyond the surface. And in holistic medicine, we look at allergies as more than just a physical reaction. They are also connected to our emotions and the mind. You might be surprised to know that techniques such as EFT, or called emotional freedom technique, the tapping, if you don't know, just can search it somewhere else, can help you uncover hidden emotional triggers behind that allergy. The idea of this holistic approach is actually to address the root cause and not just the symptoms. And this is what I love about holistic medicine. It's a journey, and I love the journey because you learn a lot about yourself and how to truly heal. So what is my personal, if you want to know, I just wanted to share this part. What is my personal journey with cat allergies? I used to be allergic to cats myself, and even though no cat ever harmed me, or I never got attacked by a cat, it was more about a deep-seated fear, something unconscious from my unconscious mind. I had to overcome that fear because I became a vet and a small animal vet for those allergies to fade away. And in this process, I learned that when I felt confident when dealing with a cat, my allergies seemed to fade away. This is kind of the amazing experience, because my fear to cats was very subtle. I had a friend that had a cat, and I simply, didn't want to be nearby when the cat was, let's say, on the top of the couch, and I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, oh, he can be unpredictable, that sort of fear. But it's not like I couldn't be in the room with the cat. That's not how it was. I could deal with cats. The thing is that I became very allergic and very easily, and then I was kind of scared of this unpredictableness that we claim cats have. And to be honest, when I found out that actually they give you a lot of signs and they are not unpredictable at all, then you become more confident. And this is how I stopped having allergies to them. Well, that's how it happened for me, because actually I got more attacks and defensive mechanisms from them just being a vet than I had my whole life. But even then, I felt more confident around them, so it simply vanished. So that's the weird story. Before, they never harmed me, and then when I was working with them, I got some bites and scratches and all sorts of thing. But I felt more confident, and I was not afraid anymore. So this is the idea. So I discovered, while I was in this transition, and years after that, when I started my own personal growth process, I discovered the field of psychosomatics, which is one of my favorite things in the world. And I read a lot of Salomon Selam's book. He's a French psychiatrist. And thanks to my therapist for this. And it all started to make sense to me. He has a book called Allergies Don't Exist. And he describes that allergies are an exaggerated defense mechanism. The immune system reacts excessively as if there is a threat, even though the trigger itself can be harmless. It's like, being allergic to pollen. Pollen is not going to kill you, but your body thinks it is, right? That's kind of the fear. So it's an exaggerated defense mechanism. It's a fear, it's a phobia. Okay, so the truth is our immune system is influenced not only by our physical health, but also by our emotional experiences. Sometimes we don't even realize what caused the initial trigger. in my case, confronting my fear of cats helped me release my allergy symptoms. But sometimes it's really, really in the depths of our mind. It's not that easy to get, why we became allergic. Sometimes and this is something I personally believe, is that culturally we were led to believe that this cultural thing that cats are unpredictable, independent, aloof. And I think this kind of comments that we did with cats all over many, many, many thousands of years made kind of the way that we relate to them. A little bit, as I explained on the other episode, the first one, about, the evolution we had with cats is different than the one we have with dogs. And I think that might have it might be a bit of the cause. It's not the full thing, but it can be the cause of why we have more tendency to be allergic to cats than to dogs. See what I mean? So, but this is kind of a hypothesis I have about this. And next thing is that, well, okay, we are going to try in between to find why am I being this allergic to the cat. So this is the holistic approach. But then why I believe that conventional approaches might not be enough. The thing is that traditionally allergies are treated with antihistamines and immunotherapy. And these treatments, of course, can save lives and can help a lot. But I think we are always putting a bandage on a wound rather than treating the cause. And yes, it can save your life. It can help you out, get through a rough day. It could, they can be very helpful. But sometimes I feel like we have the tendency to just take antihistamines and forget about it, right? But if you're taking this medication until you find the root cause, that's great. This is the thing. I think we should combine and use wisely the drugs that we have now to help ourselves, but in the same time trying to look for the root cause. And sometimes we shouldn't just block all the symptoms. We just simply have to make them bearable in order to find the root cause. Otherwise, it's really difficult, right? So to actually combine conventional and holistic approaches. So I always think that our goal should be to strengthen the body's natural resilience instead of putting bandages and trying to be stronger than we are. Okay. I think actually building the good structures in our body, that means environmentally, lifestyle, nutrition, and everything else. There's a lot of things we can do. So just to talk a little bit more on this allergy thing, the other thing I wanted to talk about is that there are products out there for cats to reduce the allergens, but they are put on the cat skin, right? And I don't recommend those because even though they are safe for cats, I think cats hate to be put things on them all the time, and we are doing that all the time. Okay. These products that we have are more a temporary fix than actually addressing the underlying issue. So if you choose to use them, make sure you're also exploring real solutions to reduce these allergy symptoms. And please, 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 no matter what your doctor tells you, and this happens a lot where I'm at, don't abandon your cat unless your life is truly at risk. There are options available. Ask for help, seek holistic approaches, and explore lifestyle changes for you in your life that they can actually make a difference. Because when I was talking before about strengthening the body's natural resilience, this is what it is. It is, there are ways to reduce allergy symptoms just by making small improvements in your day-to-day habits. You can improve by, thinking about nutrition a little bit, anti-inflammatory foods you can add to your diet, a healthy lifestyle. Because as I said before, ventilating your home could be a good way, just buying products that actually help to keep the air clean. There are also probiotic products that can help have a good environment. You can use those as well to clean your house, and those things are going to help to make the difference, because while you're searching where the emotional cost is, sometimes you're going to find it, sometimes you're not going to find it. So all this good lifestyle changes that you could make are a really good fix. And instead of nagging the cat, just putting things on him because you're allergic to, if you don't have a cat and wish to, just make sure to follow the tip I gave you before. But if you already have the cat and you're suffering and suddenly, you became more sensitive, just first of all, explore how to make changes in your lifestyle before adding products to your cat. Right. And the same goes with the overuse of medication. The same thing. Okay, there are ways to deal with allergies, and this is coming from someone that felt it had them use antihistamines and did everything until I've learned, and I became now a different person. I learn about nutrition and what it's good nutrition for me, because there's a lot of things to explore out there, but I found how my immune system reacts, and I'm looking, and I'm still going to that process to do it as the best way I can do, right? So this is what I wanted to get across to you today. Thanks a lot for listening. So to wrap things up, I would love you to I would love you to have a think about, this is kind of a reflect on it, on this idea. If you know somebody that could be helped with these tips, and you can, because I've seen a lot of situations such as partners that they cannot live together because one is allergic to cats. So anything that it's disrupting in your life because of that allergies. So give it a thought of what I've said and look for options. You can always ask me. I can give you a lot of options, more than what I gave today. And you can also consult with me on my website called velvet.co.uk. You can write an email at info@velvet.co.uk. You can find me on Velvet for Cats or Velvet for Cats on Facebook and Instagram. Both are the same. And then, so to just leave you today alone. If you love cats but suffer from allergies, don't lose hope. That's the message I wanted to get across. There are things you can do. Work on everything we talked about, and I'm sure both you and your cat will thank you. You're gonna thank each other. You're gonna build that amazing relationship you can. So, love you guys. Until next time, have a great day.